Myself, Rishabh Malviya, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Pharmacy, School of Medical and Allied Sciences, Galgotias University. Today, we will discuss about pharmaceutical emulsion. An emulsion is a thermodynamically unstable system containing mixture of two or more immiscible liquid which is stabilized by using emulsifying agent. Emulsions are part of a more general class of two-phase systems of matter called colloid. Emulsions should be used when both the disperse and the continuous phase are liquid. Examples of emulsion include vinegar, milk, mayonnaise, and some other materials. Now we will discuss about emulsion. Emulsion is a thermodynamically unstable. First of all, we should know that there are two types of liquid dosage form. One is biphasic liquid dosage form and another is monophasic liquid dosage form. When API means active pharmaceutical ingredient or drug is soluble in solvent system, it is known as monophasic liquid dosage form. It means it forms a single phase. Monophase means single phase and solute particles are soluble in liquid medium. While in biphasic liquid dosage form, solute particles are insoluble in liquid medium, in solvent system and maintain two phases. One is solid phase and another is liquid phase. If API or drug is present as liquid medium, there will be two phases. Both are liquid phases, but one liquid, one solvent is present as dispersed globules, distinct globules in the another continuous liquid phase. It means these are API, they are present as globules within the continuous liquid phase. There will be, in emulsion, there will be two liquid phases. One is present as globules in another liquid phase. The basic disadvantages of emulsion is it is thermodynamically unstable, means it becomes very difficult to disperse these particles, these globules in the continuous phase. Emulsions are the part of colloid. There are colloidal system, they comes under colloidal system. There are two phases, one is disperse phase and another is continuous liquid phase. And the in general example of emulsion is milk and mayonnaise, which are generally used in our life. Then question is, what is the role of emulsifying agent? Emulsifying agent is a component of emulsion which is used to disperse these globules into the continuous phase. In another word, emulsifying agents are used to provide stability of an emulsion. We may say that emulsifying agents are used to maintain the size and shape of dispersed phase globules within the continuous phase. Emulsifying agents prevent the coalescence or interaction between the globules of dispersed phase medium. So, we can define pharmaceutical emulsion as pharmaceutical emulsion is a biphasic liquid dosage form in which dispersed phase globules are present in continuous phase. In an emulsion, there are two phases, one is dispersed phase and another is continuous phase. API may be present in continuous phase and may be present in dispersed phase. In this slide, we will discuss about various types of pharmaceutical emulsions. Emulsion may be oil in water emulsion, water in oil emulsion, multiple emulsion and micro emulsion. Then question is, what is the meaning of oil in water emulsion? Oil in water emulsion is also described as O by W emulsion. O by W means oil in water. It means oil is present as dispersed phase globules within the water. If consider this diagram, if O by W type emulsion, then globules of oil is present in continuous phase, means oil is present as dispersed phase, oil is present as globules. Same opposite in case of water in oil type emulsion. In case of water in oil type emulsion, water is present as globules within the continuous phase of oil. Then third type is multiple emulsion. Multiple emulsion means O by W by O or W by O by W. In this case, initially O by W type of emulsion is prepared and further oil is used as continuous phase to disperse these O by W type emulsion. Consider the situation W by O by W emulsion. In this case, W by O emulsion is prepared and further this emulsion is dispersed in water phase. And fourth type of emulsion is micro emulsion. Micro emulsion means in this emulsion the globular size of one phase, globular size of dispersed phase is in the range of micron. Oil in water emulsions are generally used for oral administration. Oil in water emulsion is used in most of the cases for topical administration, while a W by O emulsion is generally used for oral administration. Multiple emulsions are used to add two different type of drug in the emulsion, and micro emulsion are more stable and more advanced emulsion type now developed recently. In this slide, we will study about various identification tests for an emulsion. It includes dilution test, conductivity test. In dilution test is based on the solubility of external phase of an emulsion. O by W emulsion can be diluted with water. W by O emulsion can be diluted with oil. The principle behind dilution test is, if an emulsion is diluted with continuous phase, it remains stable. When an emulsion is diluted with dispersed phase, then it becomes unstable. It means if emulsion is O by W type and it will dilute with water, it remains stable, and when it dilute with oil phase, then it remain unstable, because if any emulsion is diluted with continuous phase, it remain stable, and when it is diluted with dispersed phase, then it becomes unstable. In the case of W by O emulsion, when oil phase is added in an emulsion, it remains stable, and when it is diluted with water, it remains unstable. Second test is conductivity test. Water is a good conductor of electricity, whereas oil is a non-conductor of electricity. Therefore, continuous phase of water runs electricity more than the continuous phase of oil. The principle behind conductivity test is that water is a good conductor while oil is a bad conductor of electricity. When we put two electrodes, cathode and anode, and connect it with the bulb, a fluorescence bulb, and it becomes glow, it means water is present in continuous phase because water is a good conductor of electricity and it maintains the continuity of electron movement and create a complete circuit. That's why circuit will be complete in the presence of continuous phase as water and bulb will be glow. But when oil is present in continuous phase, it is a bad conductor and a circuit will not be complete and the bulb remain unglow condition. Third test is dye solubility test. When an emulsion is mixed with a water-soluble dye such as amaranth and observed under the microscope, if the continuous phase appears red, it means emulsion is O by W type and water is the external phase. If the scattered globules appear red and continuous phase colorless, then it is W by O type emulsion. The principle behind dye solubility test is solubility of dye use. In this case, amaranth is used as a dye. It is red in color. It is a water soluble dye. When amaranth is added in an emulsion, it will be solubilized in water phase. And emulsion is observed under microscope, then water soluble portion will shows red color. If it is shows as continuous color, it means water is present in continuous phase and emulsion will be O by W type. If red color is appears as globules, it means water is present as dispersed phase globules and emulsion will be W by O type. Fluorescence test is the last test. Some ions gives fluorescence and under UV light while water does not. Therefore, O by W emulsion type shows globular color as fluorescence. The basic principle behind fluorescence test include the color of fluorescence due to the presence of ion. Some ion gives fluorescence and when emulsion is observed under UV light, fluorescence comes as continuous manner. It means oil is present in continuous phase. But if fluorescence comes as globular portion, as a globules in a discontinuous manner, it means oil is present as globules and shows fluorescence under UV light. In this slide, we will study about stability studies of an emulsion. An emulsion is said to be stable if it remains as such after its preparation. That is, the dispersed phase globules are uniformly distributed throughout the dispersion medium during its storage. The emulsion should be chemically stable, physically stable, and there should not be any bacterial growth during its shelf life. Emulsion instability may either reversible or irreversible and it can be four types. First one is cracking, flocculation, creaming and phase inversion. These four are the basic reason behind the instability of an emulsion. As we know, in emulsion, dispersed phase globules are present and which are continuous disperse in continuous phase. They are uniformly distributed in the continuous phase. In an ideal condition, all these globules should not interact with each other and should be distributed uniformly throughout the shelf life of an emulsion. Now, in next slide, we will discuss further about the stability concern of an emulsion dosage form. Cracking means the separation of two layers of disperse phase and continuous phase. Cracking may occur due to the following possible reasons. First reason, by addition of an emulsifying agent of opposite type, by decomposition or precipitation of an emulsifying agent, by addition of common solvent, by microorganism, by change in the temperature of emulsion, change in the storage temperature, and by creaming. Now we will discuss about cracking. First of all, we should know that cracking is an irreversible process. Means if cracking occurs, we cannot prepare emulsion. Cracking cannot be removed. Cracking means separation of two layers. Two layers means separation of disperse phase and continuous phase. And if two layers are separated, means disperse phase and continuous phase are separated, we cannot mix further to stabilize an emulsion. Even addition of emulsifying agent after cracking or stirring or mixing of dispersed phase and continuous phase cannot prepare again an emulsion. We should know that cracking is a permanent process and we cannot remove cracking once occur. Next is flocculation. In flocculated state, the secondary interaction means van der Waals forces maintain the droplets at a defined distance of separation. Application of shearing stress to the formulation will redisperse these droplets to form a homogeneous formulation. Flocculation means formation of floccules. Then question is, what is floccules? Connection or interaction of different globules to form an aggregate is known as flocculation. Flocculation means two or more than two globules are interacted with each other and form an aggregate. This process is flocculation. But as opposite to cracking, flocculation is a reversible process, and when flocculation occurs, the floccules can be redistributed as globules. It means once flocculation occurs, it can be removed by shaking or providing stress to the emulsion. Although flocculation may stabilize the formulation, there is also possible that the close location of droplet would enable droplet coalescence to occur if the mechanical properties of the interfacial film are compromised. And next problem in an emulsion is creaming. Creaming may be defined as the upward movement of dispersed phase globules to form a thick layer at the surface of an emulsion. Creaming is a temporary phase and the globules can be redistributed by the shaking. The basic difference between creaming and cracking is creaming is a irreversible process while cracking is an irreversible process. Creaming can be removed by redistribution of globules. And then what is the creaming? Is movement of dispersed phase globules at the upper surface of an emulsion to form a layer, to form a cream-like layer, and this process is known as creaming. Then next stability concern is phase inversion. Phase inversion means the change of one type of emulsion into the other type. That is, oil in water emulsion changes into water in oil type emulsion and vice versa. It means phase inversion is conversion of W by O type emulsion into O by W type emulsion. Phase inversion is conversion of dispersed phase into continuous phase and continuous phase into dispersed phase. Due to the following reasons, the phase inversion takes place. It may be due to by the addition of an electrolyte, by changing the phase volume ratio, by changing in the temperature of storage, and by changing the emulsifying agent. The phase inversion can be minimized by keeping concentration of dispersed phase between 30 to 60% and storing the emulsion in cool place and using a proper emulsifying agent in adequate concentration. Means use of proper emulsifying agent and their concentration decide the stability of an emulsion. The summary of the present study is emulsion is a biphasic liquid dosage form. Emulsion can be administered to the children as well as elderly patients. And stability of an emulsion is the major concern during the formulation of dosage form. The question arises after the complete study includes define pharmaceutical emulsion, enlist various identification tests for an emulsion, differentiate between creaming and cracking, and define emulsifying agent. These are the references for further study and for advanced study about an emulsion dosage form. Thank you very much. For any query, you can contact on given email ID or contact number. Thank you very much.